video of this series. In this video we will set up our environment on the EC2 instances and add the Gem Mina to deploy our application on the EC2 instances. So yeah, if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe. I hope you will learn something new. So let's start. Let's go to the EC2 instances. First I log into the first instance. Let's zoom a bit. So here first we have to run some of the commands to set up the server. So first I will run this command. I will provide this command in the description, you can check that out. So let's hit enter. Okay, so this is already installed. Okay, next we have to install the Postgres server. Let's run the Postgres, the command to install the Postgres, and then the next command. Okay, I will provide all these commands in the description, you can also check that. Okay, now Postgres is installed. Let's change the password for the initial password. So what we have to do is we have to run this command sudo -u postgres, and then this is the username, and then we have to add this command in the string alter user postgres, this username with password, and here in the quotes we have to give our password. Let's say I can give pass 1234. Let's hit enter. Okay, so it is saying that role has been entered, but it did not have permission to change the directory. So we have to first change the permissions. So how we can change the permissions? We have to use the chmod command. Let me change share. And here we have to run chmod o plus x. So read and execute, read r and x, and then run ubuntu. Okay, so the permissions are changed for that one, and now Postgres is installed. Now we have to, what we have to do is we have to go back to the server 2. Let's zoom a bit, and here we have to run the same commands again. So yeah, copy the command and run. Okay, and then here we have also installed the Postgres. Currently we are setting up the database on the EC2 instance, each EC2 instance separately, but in the next video we will be using the RDS database that will be shared between the two. Currently each server has its own database. This is not recommended because for the production applications we have multiple servers, and the database we have the single instance. Okay, so here we can also change the password. Let's say pass 1234. Hit enter. And for this one we also need to change the permission. First we have to go to directory home, and then chmod o for the ubuntu. Okay, so now let's go to our application, to our code, and add the Gem Mina. So if we go back to the here, Mina deployment. Let's go to the terminal and run add bundle add Mina. Okay, so the Mina gem is added. So what we have to do is we have to add another gem. We have to add some more gems to the development group. So Jazaya Mina Puma, and the Mina sidekick. Okay, let's run bundle. So it is saying that we can only specify the gem one time. Okay, so the gems are installed. Now run Mina init. So it will create a deploy.orb file in our project. We go to the config, and here is a deploy.orb file. So it comes with the basic config. So let's override this with our own config. Let's copy and paste our config here. You can check these configs in the GitHub repo. So what we have to do is here, let's change our name the application. So we have headhunt, and then we have to give our IP address. So let's go to our server 1, copy the IP address here and paste it here. Okay, and then we have to give the path where we are deploying the code on the server. So it will be in the home Ubuntu, and then let's change it to headhunt. Okay, now next we have to give the repo link. Let's go back to our terminal and run git remote v. Copy that one and paste it here. Okay, the branch is main, the user is Ubuntu, and the port is 22, that is used for SSH. Okay, and all the configs remain same. So this is the task that will be install the node and set up the node environment. Okay, and then this is the setup command. This command we have to run first time to set up to install the Ruby version, the node version, and all the dependencies. It will also add some directories that are shared, for example database.yml and .env. So yeah, that's it. I think for this application we are using the version, let's check the Ruby version. The Ruby version is 3.3.0. let's change it here. Okay, and yeah, one more thing, if we go to package.json file, you can see here this project uses bun. So the Rails 7 comes with the by default bun that is used for our asset precompiling. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to add the install the bun on our server as well. So if we go back to our browser, and let's go to bun install. Let's go to the official documentation here. Okay, so now let's copy this command, paste it here, and in the command. Okay, now let's also copy the second one. Okay, so the setup is I think now ready. We can first run this command setup, and then for each success full of this command, then we have to run the deploy command. So what the deploy command, it will deploy our code onto the server. It will first run all these commands one by one. So it will first clone the repo onto the server, then install bundle install, and then create a database and then migrate, and then run acid precompile. Yeah, and then it will restart the Puma server. Okay, if we go back here, let's run git status. Let's first push all these changes on the server. Fig edit Gem Mina, git push origin main. Okay, so first run Mina setup. So Mina setup, this command, it will execute all these commands that are in this block. So we have to only run one time. So let's run Mina setup. What it is saying that host identification has been changed. So host verification failed. Why it is that? Okay, let's go to the known host. Let's edit it here, and here we can search for our IP. Let's remove all these identities. These are for the server 1 and these are for server 2. So let's remove all of them. So save it, and now run the Mina setup again. Click yes. So it is saying that public key Ubuntu is permission denied. Okay. So let's see how we can fix it. If we go back to the server, so let's go to our Amazon. If we go to our EC2 instances, I think the issue is so the headhunt key, I think that's okay. SSH add and then downloads. So add the headhunt key that this is the key that we generated on the AWS. So now run Mina setup again. Okay, so now the previous error is fixed. Now it is saying that node env not found. If we go back to the here, so what it does is it run this this remote environment task before each of the command. So because these are not yet installed, let's comment them out and then run Mina setup again. Okay, you can see that now it is installing the Ruby. So it will install all these, the Ruby and then node and then the bun. So yeah, it will take some time. So we can go to the server 2, change the IP from here, copy the IP and go into our deploy.orb and change the IP here, and now run, let's say, Mina setup. Okay, so let's wait for some time. Okay, after the setup is complete, then we will run this command mina deploy. So whenever we do change in our code, we deploy it through this command. We deploy our code onto the server by just running mina deploy, and it will get the latest changes from the GitHub repo and deploy the code and run all these commands. So this is the first time, that's why it is taking some time. Okay, until this is completed, we can go to our server, and what we have to do is, here we are already logged in here, so we have to generate our SSH key and add to the GitHub so that the code can be pulled here. So let's run the command ssh dash keygen. So let's hit enter, and now copy the SSH key and add it in the GitHub repo. rsa.pub. So let's copy this public key, go to the GitHub, and then let's go to our Mina deployment. In the settings, and go to the deploy keys. Let's remove the existing key and add a new deploy key. So let's name it headhunt1, add the key, and then click on add key. So it is asking for 2FA. Let's use GitHub Mobile. Okay, let's verify it. Okay, the key for the first server is added. So let's go to the server 2 and add a new generate a key here as well. Okay, copy the key from here as well. And then add this key. Okay, so both the keys are added. So why we added these keys? Because when this command git clone, it will be this command will run, so it will ask for it will have the permission issue. So to avoid that, we have to add the SSH key of the server. So it's still running. I think it's almost complete. Let's wait a few minutes. Okay, Ruby has been installed. Now it is running the next command. It is installing the node environment and now the burn command. So our setup has been completed. Okay, now let's uncomment this one, because before deploying we need to load the Ruby and the node environment. Okay, so let's go here and now run Mina deploy. So it is saying that the burn command is added in the path. So if we go to the server 1, let's nano bash rc, let's go to the bottom. You can see that burn command, burn path is added. It is added 2 times. Let's remove the second one and let's add our node environment and the RBNV path here as well. Okay, let's save it and then run source bash rc so the changes can take effect. Okay, and let's see what is happening on the server 2. So the server 2, the command is also completed. If we go back to the server 2 and then run nano bash rc. Okay, let's remove the path from here as well. And here we have to add the node environment path and rbnb path here as well. Let's paste them here and hit save, run source dash rc. So these are done, and then next we have to run this command mina deploy so that our code is deployed. So I think this video is getting long, so we will continue from here in the next video. So yeah, hopefully you have enjoyed and learned something new. Yeah, please subscribe my channel and see you in the next video.